a Rheinmetall Nr4 shotgun, which, believe it or not, we've got two of these things in here. And we couldn't figure out why the second one wasn't working. And it's because there's a bolt stop here. This pin is supposed to stop this entire bolt mechanism from rotating. It's a stop, you see. And without that stop there, this thing will over-rotate. So what we're going to do is measure that pin, fabricate one, drive it in this hole, and go ahead and make a bolt stop for it. So the first step is to just we found a drill bit. So we've mounted the drill bit inside the vise here. These bits are they're kind of brittle. So if you mount it there, all we're going to do is we're going to hit it with a hammer, and that will overstress it right down here at the vise like this. And it'll just snap off clean. You don't have to take all this time. There is no saw in the world that was going to cut that, but you can see how flat this is. It is totally brittle. So on the bench grinder, I just put a very, very slight taper on that, and we'll stick this down in this hole. We'll mount it up on a vise, and we'll just drive it in. Okay, so all we're going to do here now is just tap this pin in, and I'm not hitting it very hard, but I'm just dropping the hammer on it, and I'm allowing the hammer to do the work. And you see the hammer bouncing? I'm at the bottom of the hole there. So all we got to do now is cut this thing off flush, and we're in the game. Okay, so we're going to cut this off in two stages. We're going to come in a little bit high and break it, and then we'll go ahead and grind it on a bench grinder down to exactly this height, and we should be good to go. Okay, so I cut that off a little bit tall. I'm just going to pop over and I'll grind down to it. It's boring. You probably don't want to see it all. So what that pin does, we can now see the pin buried down inside of this. Right there. There's the pin right there. And what that pin does, now that we're all done, is prevents this from over-rotating and keeps this bolt from falling apart when it's all down inside the raceway. Then when you go to close it again, this would get pushed down. Well, this is awkward to do with one hand. That would get pushed down, and then that can come back up into that position again. So there it is. By putting that pin in, we got yet another bolt running and another old gun running. Rheinmetall Nr4? Mm-hmm. Yes, outstanding.